His visit may be short, a brief two-day state trip, but it will be packed with events beginning with full military honors in Malacanang and the longest red carpet that comes to mind. And Catwood, tomorrow's joint session of Congress, in which members of Congress, the executive, officers of the military, and the judiciary will be on hand to listen to his address to the Filipino nation. PTV senior correspondent Alan Francisco is in the People's Palace, where President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has put out all the stops, as summed up in this report live. Good evening, Alan.
Good evening, Charms. Various issues were discussed by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida earlier this evening here in Malacanang. Charms, during the presentation of agreements and the joint press statement of both leaders, President Marcos mentioned how he considers Prime Minister Kishida's visit to the Philippines a huge honor. They had a productive and insightful discussion covering crucial aspects of bilateral relations. According to President Marcos, several agreements were signed, including the strengthening of tourism, mining, and assistance to the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or BARM. They also discussed official security assistance from Japan to the Philippine government.
The OSA grant worth Japanese yen 600 million, or around 235 million pesos, will help boost the efforts of our Department of National Defense in securing coastal radars for our armed forces to enhance the maritime domain awareness capability and maritime security. I also would like to recall our commitment to work on a framework for our status of visiting forces, or the proposed Reciprocal Access Agreement, RAA, with Japan.
2025 was also covered and highlighted.
We must note with appreciation Japan's commitment to the Philippines, which is manifested by its dynamic support of the Philippines' efforts to attain upper middle income country status by 2025, in line with our Philippine Development Plan for 2023 to 2028.
The Japanese government also supports the improvement of the transportation system in the country, such as the Metro Manila Subway project. For all this, President Marcos expressed his heartfelt gratitude to Prime Minister Kishida for visiting the Philippines. These statements by the President are part of the activities in Japanese Prime Minister Kishida's arrival and first day in the Philippines. Earlier, he participated in a wreath-laying ceremony at Dr. Rizal's Monument in Manila. Tomorrow, Prime Minister Kishida ends his scheduled activities and heads back home to Japan. And live here in Malacanang, Charles.
Many thanks, Alan Francisco.